Oh, the light in here is really, really bad. I don't have a lamp in here. I have an overhead. A crappy overhead. You see my plate? I guess I'm just going to have to roll with it. All right. Hi, I'm Harley. Tonight on Harley's Sleepytime Cinema Selection, I was going to chat with you about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This gem is so funny. I liked the first one a lot. Let me be clear. I like this one even better. I think it has a lot more comedy, and I think it's because we already have a sense of who the characters are. We already kind of know a little bit of the backstory. So in this one, it's getting to see all the fun things that I loved about the first one, like again, but better. So we catch up with the Guardians after they have saved the universe. They are continuing to, do jobs and around the universe and do things that, help the world, worlds. And in this, we get to see kind of how they have gone about making money and going on with their lives together. They are still together. That is the big thing, that they have become a family. Baby Groot is out of the pot. He is dancing around and running and causing mischief. Rocket is still building crazy fun blasters and toys and things that cause all sorts of chaos. Drax is still oblivious. And there is still some very hot heat between Gamora and Peter Quill. In this movie, we get to delve into Peter's parentage a little bit. We know what happened to his mom. Poor dear, died of brain cancer. And then he was abducted, and that's how he has come to live out amongst the stars and on spaceships and do the fun things that he does because he is half alien. And his mom always told him that, but he didn't really believe her. Or if he did believe her, it was more out of love of her than of believing that. God, my arm is sore. Sorry. I was playing with the kids today, and we were swinging, and my arms are sore from pushing them on the swings. How pathetic is that? So anyhow, knowing that his dad is an alien, we have been led to believe that it is a rare-ish type of alien from the first movie. And this second volume, we find out just how rare. He is one of a kind, basically. And he is very excited to meet his father. And Peter's very excited Ego, who's Peter's father, is very excited to meet his son. And Peter's very excited to meet his biological father. But comes to learn that maybe being biologically related isn't what makes a father, isn't what makes a true dad. And it's something that I think kids who lose a parent young or have that parent either move away or not be in their lives for whatever reason, we have this ideal image of who we think they should be. And meeting them is often somewhat of a letdown. And so Peter discovers that he's had a family all along and he's had a dad all along. And that, ultimately what he had or what he had been searching for, what he had been longing for was with him all along. It's very heartfelt. It's very heartwarming. I loved the whole thing. It's hilarious, I think, from pretty much start to finish. I don't want to give away too many of the details because it is a great story. And I feel like it'd be very easy to let the big reveal slip. So it is 136 minutes. It's PG. There are some moments that I think are I don't even know the right word. It's not even risque. It's like there are things that a younger person would see and think it's one thing. Like my kids watched it and they just thought it was funny jokes, whereas like I watched and I'm like, oh, haha. So I think it is family friendly. It stars Chris Pratt as Peter Quill, Zoe Saldana as Gamora, Dave Bautista as Drax, Vin Diesel does the voice of Baby Groot, which I find amazing that they didn't use like any type of like electronics or whatever. He just made his voice go really high and squeaky. So that's kind of funny to me. Bradley Cooper voices Rocket. Michael Rooker is Yondu. Kieran, it's either Gillen or Gillen, I don't know because I couldn't find a pronunciation, plays Nebula. This one is a tongue twister. Pam Clementif plays Mantis. And then Kurt Russell plays Ego. There's also some key appearances by Sylvester Stallone. He plays Straker, who is an old, what do you call it? Not salvaging. Is it a salvaging operation that they run? It's like they go find parts and then resell them. Shoot, I can't remember what it's called. But they're Yondu's like old buddy that had some sort of falling out, and we learn a little bit more about that as well. And then David Hasselhoff makes a quick appearance, which I really thought was hilarious. So Peter, when he was on Earth growing up, he always said his dad was David Hasselhoff, and that he, like Knight Rider, like he was just not available to like be there for birthday parties or like father-son events and stuff like that because he was busy shooting Knight Rider. So his dad, Ego, makes himself appear as David Hasselhoff briefly to try to make Peter happy, which is just adorable. So I love that all of the actors came back to reprise their roles. I'm looking forward to seeing the third one. It has already been promised, and there is, at the end of this movie, after the credits, it says the Guardians will be back. So not only is it on IMDb as, you know, to be released, but it's also promised in this movie. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I really look forward to seeing it. And I hope you guys all enjoy watching it. Let me know what you think of it, or if you've already seen it, let me know what part was your favorite, and we can chat. Make sure to like, make sure to find me on Xbox, make sure to find me on Instagram, make sure to subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe, and I will talk to you all real soon. Good night, guys.